It's time. Amphi dead. That sucks. Again.
Attention gamers, previously on my therapist's recommendation to escape the pain that comes from playing League of Legends every day by playing a 20-year-old buggy game with a bunch of internet famous boys and girls, I enslaved a pig as my pet who immediately abandoned me, so I got a second with a new parenting style focused around tough love.
Yep.
I wasted way too much
Kill your
time
brother.
trying to teach him new skills, and then I wasted more hours learning how big this fantasy world of Azeroth really is and how long it takes to travel. I speed
Isn't that like that, dude? Sometimes I think about how good classic WoW is. I just lay in bed, I think about it.
leveled at 1/10 the speed of the big-time famous WoW players in the guild who ignored me when I tried to make a good first impression by telling them jokes. I gained some street cred in Goldshire by teabagging a rebellious rabbit named Hogger, and then I challenged the most deadly mob in all of WoW to a butt-naked bare-knuckle Makara, to which I was successful and claimed the title of biggest badass in Azeroth.
I actually think that this guy's really good. I think he'll make it to 60 no problem.
I quickly
Because like the people that are really bad at the game are the people that only play WoW. Like if there's a person who only plays WoW, they're probably fucking garbage. They have no idea how the game works. Because like I've noticed this playing other games you have to actually pay attention sometimes. In World of Warcraft, you can basically just be a zombie.
started to realize the consequences of my new title. For starters, Howard's cousins were starting to act jealous of him being adopted by such a big dick swinger. I had to remind him that barking bitches get stitches, and the only thing they will ever amount to is having their livers used in a pie baked by some farm hoe named after Salmonella. I too was getting more attention as everyone wanted to take down the new king of Westfall, and after seeing all the bullshit ways people are actually being killed during duels and clips, I wasn't—
Oh, Mitch killed somebody in a Makara? I don't even remember that.
I wasn't about to trust this fully world buff level 12.
Yeah.
Even if she was a little fan, maybe be a big fan and subscribe to the channel.
the
Miss
angle
Chillua.
here?
Anyways, I quickly learned from a man who doesn't know how to pronounce Defias.
The Defias front is constantly
What an
shifting.
idiot,
That
bro.
my recent victory took a bloody shit on the reputation of the biggest gang in Westfall, and now we were in a full-blown gang war.
Many members of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear.
This was music to my ears, as I had no problem big dick strutting into their shitty barns and demanding they give me their bandanas. Howard, however, was iffy on messing with a gang.
Oh my god.
But I reminded him where he'd be without me. We busted that joint and I was ready to start collecting my prizes.
Naturally.
But this particular mission wasn't all rain.
I'm going to tell you guys that if hardcore is still popping off after Season of Mastery, I will make a hunter and I will solo every single quest in the game. Every single quest. No dungeons, doing every quest.
Bows and shower sex, no. We had our fair
That's
share
my
of
plan.
casualties as I ran into one of Gandalf's testicles who was
It'll
fatally
be easy.
wounded. He was laying there, bleeding out, still barely connected to the world as I demanded answers. His oh-so-poetic famous last words, 555, will be remembered, and I vowed to avenge this dyslexic leprechaun's life and raid the panty drawers of the dead bitches I've killed.
I love how whenever you see that, because you know that was probably like his Frost Nova, you know? He had Frost Nova on 5.
The initial plan was to be merciful and execute a quick and painless genocide of their ranks, but after seeing how they just left Odin, MMNN to bleed out was enough to spark my villain arc.
Yeah.
The humane ways of killing gang members was over. I would set fire traps and lure these COVID-aware dagger douchebags into them, laughing at them while they slowly burned to death until I gathered every last bandana, only to be thanked in the most generic way ever.
Nice work, person.
But more work was to be done. They sent me to a seemingly abandoned town to slaughter some of their civilians, and I thought everyone had fled due to the war, but as I was about to check the local pub, I heard whispers. Turns out a surprise party featuring my own funeral was planned, and I wasn't about to RSVP yes with my +1 to that. Psych bitches, 360 no-scoped my way into that bad decision, almost got myself killed for the sake of this clip, but it all worked out. It was at
Well, he 3v1'd them? It was no big deal? God damn, that's impressive.
this time where my guildies said there's proverbial cake in the break room, which in this case meant world buffs on a roof, which was dank as I got to meet the fellas in person, and they gave me a bunch of buffs that made me run faster, attack harder, and turn into Keanu Reeves. At this point Brian wanted me to waste the next 30 minutes of my life walking to a random town, and I was about to tell him to fuck off until he said this.
There is a rogue by the name of Wiley who owes me a favor.
And the curiosity of why this grown man owed him was enough for me to get that cardio session in. I met One-Eyed Willie and he told me the whole backstory.
Wiley.
A random lady overheard, and even she was shocked to hear Brian was into that stuff. Anyways, it turns out you can't visit a small incest-ridden town as Keanu Reeves and not be asked to do a few heroic things for them.
Ooh,
a
he's
little
a
boy
little
named
underleveled
Sean
for
said
this
his
area.
girlfriend would let him get to second base with her if he found her Taylor Swift bracelet in the lake, so of course I had to wingman the little horn dog out. Except he lacked a bit in the Riz department when he had me be the one to give it to her.
Yeah,
but
true.
hey, at least someone in town was trying to make moves.
You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested...
Then some call girl said her fat ass husband left his lunch at home and now I was gonna be his Uber Eats, to which he was like, give that bitch some flowers for me, and I'm thinking I already helped a tween perv touch his first tit. You can fix your own marriage, dude. So I went back to Westfall with the gang information.
That's smart, bro. Like level, like he's a little bit low level for Red Ridge, I would say.
Got from the guy who went blind from getting Brian's jizz in his eye at TwitchCon.
Edwin Van Cleef
Was our target, and he said, dank, now I need you to waste an extraordinary long amount of time on the dumbest bullshit quest ever, where you mug a dude on his morning walk, which could be anywhere in this entire zip code, and after 3 short eternities I found him.
There he is.
Turns out my time is about as valuable as a screen door on a submarine to our TwitchCon pervert Brian, as he didn't even need that messenger when they got all the info they needed from some dude that got fed up with politics preventing his promotions in the Defias gang, so now he was gonna agree to show me and Howard where his boss man's secret little bitch hideout was, and thus my final orders were given.
Edwin Van Cleef must be assassinated.
Oh, is he gonna do Deadmines?
Now a few things needed to happen before I could take down this gang leader Van Cleef guy. First, I had to wait for my 20th birthday.
Nice.
This meant I could learn new party tricks like Aspect of the Cheetah, which is quite possibly the best ability in the game. For example, let's say you are alone in a bar thinking about what it would be like to not be an alcoholic when a certified baddie sends you this. You get up, wave to the guys that you single-handedly keep employed, and then...
Oh, wow.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Except when you get there, she's actually not alone, and there's also a fucking child, and Chris Hansen is there in a hat.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
The second thing I needed was a group, as Vanderqueef Cakes hangs out in a dungeon, which meant we would need more people, but we ran into a logistical issue.
I can't find a tank,
Oh, no. Oh, God. Not him.
but would you mind if we did four DPS and a healer?
What?
Now a little
Well,
while
no wonder he dies all the time.
101 for the viewers who have actually had sex before. In World of Warcraft, dungeons typically require one guy to take the hits,
yes.
one guy to heal the hits, and 3 guys to deliver the hits, but in this case we couldn't find the most important guy, so winging it was the suggestion. But considering this is hardcore WoW and Papa Soda would be mad if we died doing something dumb like this, there was only one appropriate response.
Rav says, let's fucking send it.
Whoa, wait, what did he say? I can't find a tank, but would you mind if we did 4 DPS and a healer? I'll tank VC and Greenskin since I'm a high level and I can evasion. And then he says, let's fucking send it.
Let's fucking send it, baby.
We greet each other like killer ninjas. He pets Howard, we
To
zone
be
it,
fair, I mean, like level 25 should be able to tank it, no problem, even though he's a rogue.
and prepare ourselves for what will undoubtedly
Like,
be the
he'll be
hardest
fine.
thing we've ever done.
Yeah, he's
Well,
level
kind
25,
of.
man.
The Defias pussies kept sending more and more gang members to stop us, but we
Damn.
eventually made it to a shitty Titanic replica that a bunch of goblins were building inside.
Hey, it's not shitty. This is one of the greatest dungeons ever, all right? This is like, I remember doing this in high school, all right? This is a good time.
Giant cave until all that was left was us.
Shut up.
And Eddie.
And may challenge the Brotherhood.
There it is. Okay, good. Look at that. Look at that. He's killing the ads. He's also got Rallying Cry of the Battle Master, so that makes him do way more damage. He's not even attacking the ads anymore. It says, fuck that. Wow.
He fell with ease as he was no
What a
match to
little
our 5
bitch.
gamers hyped up on Power Gum, and as I approached his dead corpse, Knowing that I just ended the entire gang war that was started from me naked bare knuckle brawling one of his peons, I would take his head back as a sign of my victory.
I can't carry anymore.
Jesus, bro. Like, this guy just needs to beg for some bags. Like, this guy should join Roach Out. Like, if he wants to actually learn how to play the game the real way, just join our guild. And we'll teach you everything you need to know.
I'd like to thank the brave soldiers for their help in that mission tonight to give only Fangs their first big victory in Azeroth, sending the world of Warcraft and all of its pussy NPC gangs a message that this guild, full of legitimate morons, will one day conquer all.
I just think it's so funny how they think they're gonna raid. Isn't that funny to me? Isn't that funny, you guys? Like, they actually think that they're gonna raid. It's just so fucking funny. That's not, yeah. Another one. We can watch one more, and then after that, guys, today, you know, like, let's be honest, right? Shadowfang Keep, Deadmines, they're not really that hard of dungeons, so we were able to beat them. Today, we are doing Nomergon. You know the place where, like, everybody dies? We're doing that. We're doing a full clear of the dungeon. The entire thing. We did BFD. We're going to do Razorfin Crawl, and we are going to do Nomergon today. Today I might die. Do you think people will give you shit if you die? No, because if I die, it'll be the team's fault. It won't be my fault. I won't die. I'll link you guys this video too. This is really good.